Hey, Colabcoaching yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. Brand new series alert. The topic of this series is something we all, every single person has dealt with. And the name of this series is the stress series. Stress. We're going to talk about different types of stress. We're going to talk about how you deal with stress, all these different things. But the very first week, the topic slash question I have for you this week is, what causes you stress? What causes you stress? When we talk about stress, it's basically pressure. It's a lot of feeling of the pressure, feeling overwhelmed. You may feel worried about it. It might lead to anxiety. It might lead to pain. All these different things. Now, it's true what people say that there's good stress and there's bad stress. But the type of stress I'm talking about is the stress that we sometimes tend to not talk about. We tend to push it aside, or we tend to think that we'll deal with it on a later date. The stress that you have actually been accustomed to living with, that you have learned to accept in your life, but you know it's something that's hurting you. I'm talking about the stress that you deal with every day and you pretend like you don't. I'm literally talking about that stress that you say that it's not that big of a deal. Well, when deep down you know it's a big deal. Stress is something that is part of life. Stress is something that we live with. Stress is something that I live with and I deal with and I feel overwhelmed with. You know, some stress, such as maybe working out or figuring out a solution to a problem, or you trying to get over a hurdle in certain aspects of your life, though that's good stress because it pushes you. It allows you to get stronger. It allows you to think differently. It allows you to react differently than you're used to, and it gets you out your comfort zone. That stress is great. Now I'm talking about the stress that brings a lot of sadness. That stress that it's a level of suffering. That stress that it's not allowing you to be happy in life, and it leads you to maybe depression. It leads you to extreme cases thinking about secluding yourself from certain people in a not positive way. It leads you to do things that maybe might cause addictions. I'm talking about that stress that was small at first. The stress was so small at first, and you thought it was okay because it gave you a little bit of uncomfort, but it wasn't as extreme as it for you to find a solution to. But over time, it built into a big force that is literally living in your life as if it's a roommate. Like you're literally living with that person as if they're sharing space in your life. And that stress is not healthy. It's toxic. It's something that you have to find a solution to overcome. But I know you're looking at me like, okay, well, yeah, I know that I need to find a solution for the stress, and I know this stress has affected me to the point where it's now causing me discomfort, and it's now affecting me in my actions, my mood, my awareness, all this different, my perspective on life is now affecting me. But you're saying it like it's easy. You're saying it like it's like something I could just wake up one day and say, you know what? I don't want you in my life anymore. Let's separate and let's live our separate lives, and I'll release you from my existence. I know it's not easy, and I know it's something that you've maybe been living with for maybe 5-10 years, or even or one day. It could have been started yesterday. The solution that you're looking for, that source of relief, that source of peace, it comes from you. It comes from you because you are the one person that knows the level of stress you're dealing with. You are the one person that can express how much stress you're dealing with. I can't look at you, and a lot of people have a beautiful way of hiding their stress and pretending like everything's okay, or people have a good way of masking the pain that they're dealing with, and you wouldn't even know it because of the energy that they give to other people and the energy that they have like just surrounding them. But deep down, only you know what kind of stress you're dealing with. So that's like you going somewhere to a restaurant that sells a specialty dish, and and you ate it before and you thought it was so good, but you're gonna go to a whole nother restaurant looking for that one dish. That restaurant is not making that dish. Only that one specific restaurant is gonna make that dish. That's what applies to your life. Only you know how that pain feels. Only you know what that stress feels. Only you know what that pressure is like. So someone from outside can't express it like you can express it. Now, that doesn't mean someone from outside can help you with the issues you're going through, but only you are able to express it the way you need to express it to seek help. So the only way you could really overcome that stress is if you express it and you understand that it's a problem. Sometimes we go through life and we think that things are not as big of a deal as people describe it, like such as someone saying that, oh man, I'm really stuck at this job, and someone else is like, well, I wish I had that job, and it makes you like, okay, well, yeah, of course I'm making money and things like nature, but if I'm not happy and it's so much and they're giving me piles and piles of work to do and I'm not really fulfilled at that job, it's a stress. It's a stress that you don't really need in your life. It's a stress that's now overclouding your judgment of feeling and seeing how fulfilled you could be at this job because of your boss that's giving you a lot of work. We have to figure out ways of releasing that stress and creating ideas to release that stress, because the difficult thing about it is that you can't seek help if you're not willing and open to gain the help. You can't seek the help if you're not willing to open up to say, hey, I need help. Just like someone who's addicted to something. If they are addicted to something, but they don't see that the addiction is hurting their lives, they are not going to see a problem. No matter who talks to them, no matter who is trying to show them the brighter side, no matter who is trying to show them the light, unless they see it for themselves and they see how destructive the behavior that addiction leads to and it causes, there's no one going to be able to help them. Just like your stress. If you do not see the problem that stress is causing, may it be a job, may it be a relationship, may it be communication issues, may it be certain personality traits that you have within yourself. If you don't see the problem in that, there's no way you can actually release that stress from your life, because stress is energy. Stress is energy. And the cause of your stress may be the certain energy that you tolerate in your life. Once you realize that you don't need to tolerate that energy anymore, you'll be able to feel free and find solutions of overcoming that energy, and maybe reallocating that energy to something positive. So, to put it simply, to make it really simple, what causes your stress? For me, what causes my stress is something that is personal, but it cannot be something that I'm not willing to share if I know that it's giving me a problem. So you're looking at me and you're like, okay, well, maybe I don't know exactly what causes my stress, but I know that feeling. So if you know that feeling of the stress, if you know the feeling of what it feels like to go day to day with that stress, express it, talk about it, and free yourself from it. Because if you know it is setting you back, there's no way for you to move forward. Simple as that. So if you're that person that is struggling with that stress, you that person that is struggling with that stress and you need help, go ahead and go to my website, yourcolabcoach.com, fill out that 15-minute fill out that free coaching checklist, and sign up for that free 15-minute coaching session to see if we're a good fit for each other. Share this with anyone that's struggling with the unbearable feeling of stress and they need to find a way to release it or need to find a way to overcome it. I'm here to help them. Follow me on Facebook, Colab Coaching. Follow me on Instagram, Colab Coaching. All my videos and all my series are on YouTube. Just type in Colab Coaching. You would not be disappointed. I can't wait to talk about the next topic for next week in the stress series. Be tuned. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe out there. Have a wonderful day.